Hello. My name is Cody Bodas. I disassociated on October 2nd via YouTube video clip from the Jehovah's Witness organization. I texted that clip out to everyone that I still had in my phone book, friends and family, former elders. I'm not texting this video out. This is a video more for people that I see in the XJW community. There's a little bit of a debate going back and forth that I wanted to address. It's just going to be a short video. This debate is among, there's the debate of whether or not to disassociate, if you should follow their rules and disassociate, or if you should just fade away. Disassociating isn't for everybody. Definitely not. I felt that I had to do it. I stated in my first video why I felt I had to do it. What I wanted to talk about today is amongst those who either have or might disassociate, there's a bit of a debate as to whether we should write a letter to make it official. If somebody goes to their elders and says, I don't want to be one of the Jehovah's Witnesses anymore, that should be enough. That should be good enough. Why do I have to write a letter? The Shepherd, the Flock of God book, the Elders' Secret Rule book, actually, it states if somebody comes to you and says, I want to disassociate, the elders actually encourage to ask them to put it in writing, to write a letter. Jehovah's Witnesses love paperwork. They love paperwork. They love keeping records of things. They keep track of your service time, your magazine placements in service, your meeting attendance, unreported allegations of child abuse. They keep track of, everything. They want a record. They want it on paper. It's just how they are. It's how they've always been. I decided to write a letter in addition to the YouTube video that I filmed, not to make them happy, but for my own peace of mind. I wanted to know that it was done, that it's official. I know somebody personally who 10 years ago was told, you'll be disfellowshipped for what we've caught you doing, and apparently it was announced. 10 years later, they knocked on the door and said, ha, we got you. We found you. We know what you're up to. You're going to get in trouble for this. And he said, somebody either didn't submit some paperwork or something happened. I didn't want a knock on the door or a phone call in 10 years. I just wanted to make sure it was done. I wasn't going to write a letter at first. I honestly just wanted confirmation that it's done. But like I mentioned in my first video, my wife and I, when we were in the middle of our fade, particularly the hard fade, cutting long contact, we moved. And we never got in touch with our new congregation. So we never properly had our letter sent over. And in effect, we never got a association list. So I have no idea who's in the congregation that we're supposed to be attending, never mind who the elder body is. So I didn't know who to call. I tried first just calling the Kingdom Hall. I looked up the number and called. I didn't think anybody was going to pick up with what's going on in the world right now. Nobody did. And I wasn't going to leave a voicemail. So I just said, well, what can I do? So I thought, okay, well, I'll contact one of my former elders, which is what I did. I mentioned in my last video, the elders in my former hall were pretty skeezy, pretty trashy. I wasn't fond with them. We butted heads here and there. I should have mentioned there were a couple good ones. There were a few good ones that were there, and they were just trying to keep their heads down and just plow through. So I still had the one, this elder in particular, on my phone book. So I had sent him the original video. I texted him again, and I said, hey, I'm sure you watched the video. Could you put me in touch with somebody in such and such congregation? I just want confirmation that it's been announced, confirmation that somebody there has seen the video, and that this is I just want to find out if it's done. And I ended the message by saying, for what it's worth, you were one of the good ones. So, just trying to be, a little bit peaceful there. I never heard from him. He never got back to me. This was weeks ago. Completely ghosted me. I guess if I'm not in his hall anymore, I'm not his problem. But the next step, I just said, I'll send a letter. It's fine. I had no intentions to, but I Googled the address for the hall that we're supposed to be attending. I'm sure somebody's checking the mail. They've got to, pay the bills. They got to keep the heat on until they sell it and it becomes a Taco Bell or something. Nothing fancy. I wrote this letter. It's nothing fancy. I've seen letters on Reddit. People post what they wrote to their elder body to disassociate. These long, well thought out letters, and I love them, and I think they're great. I didn't have to do that. I filmed an hour-long video and put it on YouTube. So my videos really, or sorry, rather my letters really short and simple. It's just something that they can tuck in a filing cabinet, have it on paper. It'll never be looked at again. So that's why I made this video. I just wanted to put in my 2 cents on the matter and just share with you what I wrote. I, Cody Lane Bodas, hereby confirm my decision to disassociate from the Jehovah's Witness organization. For any further questions, YouTube Cody Bodas, disassociation. Thank you. And I signed it. So I just wanted to say thank you very much to everybody who watched the original video and who commented on Reddit and on YouTube. Everyone was very supportive. I really enjoyed it, and I look forward to hopefully making more videos. This is just a quick one today before I'm out the door. And yeah, I can close it out. I can actually show you what the letter looks like. So nothing fancy.